Hey guys, it's Topaz Tarot. You can call me Topaz, you can call me Tarot, whatever makes you comfortable. And today we are checking out the release of the new species. I know this is a week late from when everybody else probably posted their videos about it, but there has been a new species released in Horse Life. I waited till the secondary update for the species just to make sure most of the content was out. And I actually need to check something before we get started. I need a fast horse because I don't want to do this all day. Eclipse is going to be my fastest horse. Alright, so we are going into town because if you have not noticed, there is a sign, I do believe, over by the barn that says... Yes. No unique or mutated horses are currently spawning at all. So if you are looking for a Clydesdale, one of the new species, or a fellow horse right now for any quests at all, they are not gonna spawn. Not until this sign right here disappears. It is over by the barn, by the leaderboards, if you're looking for the sign to see if it is still there. Which is honestly quite depressing, I'll be honest, because, like, a good bit of us are still looking for Clydesdales for the Fellor's quest. So I'm kind of like, why did they do that? Why are we doing this? This feels like sabotage. From what I understand, the new species... Hold on, I'm going to pull up the quest real quick so I can try not to butcher the name, even though I probably will anyway, let's be honest. Hold on, let me think through this one before I butcher it, because I know I'm gonna. The Akhal Teke? Teke? Maybe? I don't know. The Akhal Teke is going to be in the loop with the Clydesdales and the Fellow Horses, except since their price is cheaper, they're most likely going to spawn more often, or are more likely to spawn than the other two currently unique breeds. It's very cheap, honestly. It's only $7.50, so this is going to be like a starter horse for some people. Level up bond skills, that's really easy. You just get the brush out of the barn, get 5-year horses that have a 0 for their bond skill, get the good brush them real quick, boom, done. Tame 50 horses, that might be a little complicated, but it doesn't matter what type of horse as long as you tame something. So you might want to stack up on either food or lassos for that one. I do recommend food taming because it is completely free. However, it does take a little bit longer than lasso taming. If you don't have the right type of food for the right breed. And harvesting 5 planted crops is also very easy. So we are going to run through these real quick. Obviously, we cannot tame an Akhal Teke. I don't know what I just said at this point. Obviously, we cannot tame one of these horses because unique species are not spawning right now. So, unfortunately, if you've already tried to complete these quests and you've been waiting in servers, I am sad to announce they are not going to spawn anytime soon. We have the level up any horse's bond skill. Okay, I will show you where to get the good brush. And I'm going to wait till they start spawning to do this quest myself, because I don't want to deal with the aggravation of having it on my screen and unable to complete it and get it to go away. Boop. Alright, so let's see. A horse with a 0 bond skill. Sable shouldn't have anything on her. Yeah, the first level is 125 points. So what I do is I go over... Why are my buttons not showing correctly? Hello? My buttons are not showing correctly. Anyway, I buy this last brush here, which is the good brush, which will give you enough bond XP for completion of the first level of bond on a regular horse. Let me see if I have any gear. Oh, I do have some good brushes on me. I will save those for when I do the quest myself, but as you can see, they're 200 XP. For the good brushes, I have 3 already, which, pure luck. Trying to think what else was there, because I forgot. Alright, so you can do that to level up 5 bond skills. Honestly, if you want to, like, tag team it, you could tame 50 horses, keep 5 of them, and then use the bond skill on those if you've already, like, leveled up your bonds, like, way high on all your horses. Tame the 50 horses, keep 5 of them, bond those horses, because they won't have any bond skill yet, because you just got them. As for the harvesting 5 planted crops, that is... Okay, when it says planted crops, it does not mean the forageables, like the berry bushes. That is not what it means at all. If you're a new player, then you may not be familiar with this area. It is next to the barn. You get seeds from over here. Doesn't matter which one. This one grows the fastest, though, so I recommend getting the regular crop seed. And then you have the first 2 you should have automatically available as a new player. However, I do have the back 2 unlocked, so I can plant 4 right here. But in addition to the 4 I have right here, I also have... Whoa, okay, I'm not in control of my avatar right now. That's fun. I legit cannot move. Okay. Hello? Oh, he was trying to kill that. Okay. So if we go over to my house real quick, then we can see that I also have 4 planters for seeds here by my house, so I could fill up these 4, and I could do one over there by the barn and have them all complete at the same time, just to make it simple and have it, and not have to, like, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What was the next one? I am in the wrong menu. Alright, so we've talked about... Oh, taming horses. Taming horses is rather easy with the new update to the lassos. The lassos are no longer species specific. However, it does give you an advantage if you continue to use the requirements of that system. However, you can now use any lasso on any species, but if it's not the right lasso for that species, the lasso does have the opportunity of breaking, which you'll hear like a little bit of a snapping noise, and the progress bar above the animal you're attempting to tame will tilt to the side a little bit and shake and turn red if your lasso has snapped. Other than that, there's not really advice I can give you at this time, because they're not spawning. I would show you one if I could, but I mean, that's kind of impossible. Thank you, Horse Life. Anyways, I will let you guys go and see you in the next one. If you're ever around Horse Life, just let me know. Let me make sure I don't have any mail. I do not. Okay. Bye, guys!